meteorologist Stephen Jones.
Well, it's 6:11 p.m. and taking a live look in downtown San Angelo off towards the north, you can see almost that wall-to-wall sunshine out there. Just a couple of stray clouds, but still a very toasty one at that. Current temperatures here at the 6 p.m. hour. All of us in those mid to upper 90s, 97 here in town, 99 in Robert Lee. Looks like the cool spot's going to be off towards the east, 92 for Brady as well as Eden. So a good 7 degrees across the Concho Valley. And when we're looking at the feels-like temperatures, the humidity, the cloud cover, all going to get taken into account with this. 102 here in town, 103 for Robert Lee. The triple-digit mark on the money there for Junction. The rest of us still in those 90s, so a very warm one out there. A good one to enjoy some AC if you ask me. Maybe some of those water activities as well just to keep cool. Dew points in the 60s for all of us, even those 70s down towards Junction. So a lot of that humidity feeling pretty muggy out and about. And as we look at that upper level pattern, we're going to start to see a nice little bit of a change up going into next week. Going to see some more of that heat high pushing off towards the west. That's going to allow some ripples in the flow, some short wave troughs working into the Concho Valley. Rain chance is going to be on the increase, especially Tuesday into Wednesday, and then by the time we're going into the weekend should start to slide off towards the east, but still Tuesday into Wednesday looking like the bulk of that rain activity. And here's a look over the next 7 days. You can see still dealing with some isolated chances these next few days, but especially Monday night through about that Wednesday time frame, looking like the bulk of our moisture going to be working in, so good rain chances. Going to be watching for any of it potentially to become strong to severe as well. And talking about today's severe weather outlook, you can see targeting areas of the deep south there with that level 3 out of 5 risk. Across the Lone Star State, a good level 2 out of 5 pushing up into the Panhandle as well as the northwestern Concho Valley. The rest of us, that level 1 out of 5 risk, and towards Junction starting to get out of that thunderstorm chance. We'll see if it takes off by tomorrow. That bullseye right over the Red River with that level 4 out of 5 risk there on the Red River. Then just skirting to the top of the Concho Valley, just our northern counties mainly. We'll see if anything can try to work in. We'll get a good look at that on the Futurecast. But of course, looking at all this rainfall, we've seen about a good 5 inches over the past month or so, and now we're about 10% down from where we were a month ago as well. In terms of drought coverage across the state, you can see still needing quite a bit of rainfall from the Big Bend into El Paso, and of course around the San Antonio region as well, just barely getting into Kimball County with some of that extreme drought. When we're looking at the current radar, you can see that severe thunderstorm watch box off towards the Panhandle to the northwest of Amarillo. Also severe thunderstorm warning towards the Big Bend region. It's been taken off pretty good, but shouldn't be affecting us too much. Models did have it a little bit closer, but luckily going to be steering clear of the Concho Valley. As we look at that Futurecast, you can see we might have 1 or 2 more try to set up, especially in our northern counties going through these next few hours. If they do, the National Weather Services says they might become strong to severe, so I'm going to be watching them pretty closely. But luckily, our in-house model's not having them too bad right now. And as we go into tomorrow, pretty much a repeat, except maybe more of the storms going around the Concho Valley. You can see just to the southwest of the region once again, but then my eyes are going to be on this system working in from the northeast. See if any of these can clip into maybe Coleman or up towards Ballinger as well. Maybe they'll even get closer to here in San Angelo. But as we go into Monday and Tuesday, that's where more of that moisture is working in, more of those rain chances, especially by Tuesday, according to our in-house model. Going to be watching it pretty closely on both of our high-resolution models as well as this one. So going to see which one comes true. Of course, going into tonight under the clear skies, you'd expect to cool off pretty nicely, but only looking about 73 degrees or so with those winds out of the south, 10 to 15 miles an hour. Tomorrow, hitting the triple-digit mark is what I'm calling 100 degrees. Probably going to be feeling like closer to 105 with that humidity still out and about. And on the lookout for a couple of those evening stray storms once we get into the evening, and especially as we work through that 7-day forecast. I keep talking about it. The rain chance is going to be on the increase, 40 to 60% by that Wednesday time frame. But then after it moves through and we see that nice cool down from Tuesday into Wednesday into the 80s, back into the second weekend of June, or third weekend actually it looks like, going to be pushing back into those mid-90s with rain chances on the decline. It's going to be all for your 7